Meganus and Miranda's here, your foreign correspondents, reporting live from the Trojan fleet.
We're just pulling away from Queen Dido's city of New Carthage when, look, there are fires on the shores. Man, that seems ominous.
Anyway, over yonder, Aeneas is consulting with Palrinius, his helmsman. With all the thunderstorms going on around here, Aeneas has decided to detour from his planned route and stop at the Sicilian ports, where Acestes, his friend, is ruler of Sicily.
Hello folks, we are live in Sicily, and Aeneas has just given a heartwarming speech to his men about how his father, Anchises, is buried here, and how he honors his memory to this day.
Breaking news! Aeneas was giving offerings at his father's grave when a blue and gold snake with 7 coils ate some of the offerings.
That's definitely a positive sign from the gods. In 9 days, Aeneas is going to have some competitions in memory of his father.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the start of the very first competition of the Anchises Memorial Games, the boat races.
The competitors in this race must speed through the water with nothing but their wits and their oars.
Today we have 4 houses competing for the title of victor. We have the Shark, Chimera, Centaur, and Scylla.
The race begins in 3, 2, 1, and they're off!
And from the get-go, Chimera seems to have taken an early lead.
Chimera, led by Gaius, is most definitely a team we should keep our eyes on.
Absolutely.
Oh, but what's this? The Gaius' helmsman went pretty far around that rock. That could seriously cost them.
And it looks like Gaius noticed. He's practically boiling with rage. Wait!
Whoa! Gaius just threw his helmsman off his ship.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
And off goes Centaur, taking the lead.
But not for long. Centaur just tried to cut it too close to the rocks. Folks, we have ourselves a shipwreck.
And without a second to lose, the shark surges forward as fast as a dove startled from her nest, trying to overtake Scylla in the lead.
But not for long, as Scylla just crossed the finish line and won.
Good job, chaps.
And now we move on to the next event, the foot race.
With this being a simple foot race, I'm sure that this will be much less eventful.
There is quite a catalog of racers lined up to run today. The guys to really keep your eyes on are Nissus, Salius, Euryalus, and Diores. One thing to take note of is the relationship between Nissus and Euryalus, who are best friends.
And they're off, flying like the wind. It looks like Nissus is taking the lead, with Salius close behind.
But what's that? There's sacrificial blood on the track. How did that get there?
Oh no! Nissus slipped in the blood! Nissus is down!
Not only that, but he seems to be taking Salius down with him, giving Euryalus the lead.
Euryalus wins, followed by Helmus and Diores.
But it looks like Aeneas is giving a consolation prize to Nissus and Salius. You know, they did seem very upset.
Oh well, on to the next event.
Yes. In this event, competitors, if they so choose, will enter the ring and fight until one is crowned the victor, either by force or forfeit.
And right off the bat, we have our first eager competitor, Dares. This man is young and sprightly and ready to fight.
That he is, Mirandus. And the man who chooses to compete against him is none other than... Hey, Mirandus. Nobody's stepping forward.
What do you mean nobody's stepping forward?
I mean, nobody wants to fight this dude.
Well, I wouldn't want to fight him either.
Oh, wait a second. Someone is coming up now. Stepping up to the plate is Entellus.
Really? But he's so old.
I wouldn't underestimate him. Entellus may have more years on him, but he's much sturdier and experienced.
Well, we shall see how this plays out. The battle begins.
And punches are flying.
And there's more punching.
Mirandus, do you ever think we might be unqualified for our job?
Only sometimes, Meganus. But look, it looks like Antilius is down.
I wouldn't be so sure. He's getting back up and he looks scarier than ever.
Ooh.
Ow.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Dares is down for the count, but Antilius is still super mad.
And look, Aeneas is stepping in to de-escalate.
Well, folks, I think with that explosive win, we must bring you to the final event of the day.
This last event is one that will surely excite. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the archery contest.
In this competition, the participants will all drop their names in the hat, and in the order in which they are drawn is the order in which they get to shoot. The first one to hit the bird tied to the post wins.
Indeed, and it looks like our first competitor, Hippocoon, is up. He is taking aim, making adjustments, and fires!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was quite a beautiful shot, but unfortunately, it seems to hit the post, not the bird.
How unfortunate. But our second competitor, Menestius from the boat race, is up.
Yes, he is. He's seizing up his target and fires.
Oh no! It looks like he hit the rope that tied the bird down.
The bird is flying away.
Did that bird just...
Get hit out of the sky?
Well, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, for our unprofessionalism, but it seems that our third competitor, Eurytion, has just hit the flying bird out of the sky, and I guess is therefore the winner.
But oh, what's this? Another arrow flew through the sky and caught fire. That's definitely an omen from the gods.
It looks like Acestes just really wanted to shoot, and he wasn't going to go down without style. Acestes is declared the winner because the gods have willed it. The guy who actually shot the bird, Eurytion, will get second.
Now, folks, here we are at the closing ceremony of the Anchises Memorial Games. Ascanius, Aeneas' son, is leading his squadron on horseback in a series of military maneuvers. That's some really impressive horsemanship right there.
You know, my plot sense is telling me that we ought to see what the women of Troy are up to.
Look up there! Is that the goddess Iris traveling in on a rainbow? She's also heading towards where the women are camped out. Let's go!
Reporting live, Iris, disguised as a mortal woman, has incited the women of Troy to set fire to their ships. The women are sick of traveling, and Iris has convinced them to light their ships on fire so they can settle here.
Could this be the meddling hand of Juno?
Probably. Look, it's Ascanius riding into camp. The women are hiding in shame. The boats are aflame. What will happen now?
Look, Aeneas is praying to Jove.
It's raining. The ships are saved.
Except for those four. Those four are burned to a crisp. Fire is one deadly motif.
And now Aeneas is conferring with Knots, a wise old man. Let's listen in here on the mic we planted on Aeneas.
Nautis has told Aeneas to leave the women and everyone who is sick of traveling here and have them live with Acestes as their king.
And what's this? There's something appearing before Aeneas. It looks like a ghost. It's Anchises, Aeneas' dad.
He's saying something. He's saying that Aeneas should follow Nautius' advice and, whoa, visit him in the underworld before he goes to his destination.
Hello, folks. We are live on Aeneas' ship, where night has fallen and we have just left Sicily. Earlier today, our godly correspondents told us that Venus asked Neptune to take care of Aeneas' crew.
Neptune was quoted as saying that there will only be one death on the voyage, and looking at these smooth seas, I sure feel safe. I suppose it just goes to show that you can't thwart destiny.
Right now, everyone is asleep, except for the helmsman, Palrenius.
And that guy up next to him, where'd he come from?
That guy is clearly a god. There is no other reason for a person to randomly appear. He's asking Palrenius to let him steer.
Palrenius refused. That's some dedication to the job. Whoa! Neptune just hit him on the head with a stick of sleep, and Palrenius is down.
Neptune just tossed Palrenius overboard and has taken the wheel. I think we're going to sign off for tonight.
Yep. When Neptune leaves, I'm sure Aeneas will wake up and steer the boat. Poor guy will be sad to lose his friend.
This has been Meganus and Mirandus, your life story reporters for ROME News.